How well do you know Facebook acronyms, advertising strategies, and technical setup? Find out with this Facebook Ads Jeopardy game. I'm Dylan, one of the head coaches here at the Ecommerce Alley, and today I'll be quizzing you on your knowledge of Facebook ads with 26 clues. I'll give you the clue and you'll have 5 seconds to answer. Keep your score, and at the end of this video, drop in the comments what your score was and how well you did at Facebook Ads Jeopardy. All right, let's take a look at today's categories. Facebook acronyms, campaign structures, advertising strategies, general knowledge, and technical setup. We're going to start with the 200-point questions and work our way up to the 1,000-point questions. We'll sprinkle in a double Jeopardy question, and then we will end with Final Jeopardy. Let's get started with Facebook acronyms for 200. A 3-letter acronym that represents the cost to reach 1,000 people. It stands for cost per milli. What is CPMs? All right, let's move on to the second clue, campaign structures for 200. This campaign structure uses advanced AI targeting to find people to purchase from your ad. This is a relatively easy one. You're probably using these if you've been advertising the last few months. What is an Advantage Plus shopping campaign? Now on to the third clue. Here comes advertising strategies. This budget is used to distribute a larger budget to multiple ad sets. What is a CBO or campaign budget? All right, just a few more questions left in the 200 round. Let's go to general knowledge. A Facebook ad is built out of these 5 components. What is primary text, headline, description, call to action, and media? And here comes the final clue for the 200-point round. It is technical setup, a piece of code that you add to your website to send data back to Facebook. Question here, what is the Facebook pixel or data set? And there you have it. You've made it through the first 5 questions. Hopefully you got all 5 right and banked 1,000 points. 21 clues remain. Next up, let's move to the slightly more difficult 400-point round, starting with Facebook acronyms. The 2 acronyms that advertisers use to measure the effectiveness of their Facebook purchase campaigns. What is ROAS and CPA? Next up in the 400 round, campaign structures. This campaign is used to advertise to engaged or existing customers with dedicated messaging. What is a retargeting campaign? Moving on now to advertising strategies for 400. This ad type is used to advertise multiple products from your store in one ad. What is a catalog ad? All right, moving now to general knowledge for 400. This is where your ad account is housed along with other business assets. What is Meta Business Manager? And here we go, the final clue of the 400-point round. It belongs to technical setup. In the Business Manager, your pixel, catalog, custom conversions, and shared audiences are organized here. What is data sources? That one's a little bit tricky. You'd really have to be in the Business Manager a lot to really know that one. But this is only the 400-point round. It gets harder from here. How are you doing? We're 10 clues in, and they're only going to get harder. So make sure you try to save up as many points as you can, because coming up, you'll have an opportunity to wager some for a double Jeopardy question. But before then, let's move on to the 600-point round. Here comes Facebook acronyms. When creating an ad, you're given the option to insert URL parameters for better tracking of clicks, sometimes referred to as this. What are UTM parameters? Here's the second clue of the 600-point round. It's campaign structures. There are 7 campaign objectives that you can choose when creating a campaign. Name 4. What is awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales? If you were able to name at least 4 of those, you got 600 points. Let's move on to the next clue. Comes from advertising strategies. The part of a Facebook ad that carries most of the weight for the performance of the ad. Question here, what is the creative? Here's general knowledge coming at you for 600 points. The tool used in the Ads Manager to take a deeper look at time, demographics, delivery, and more. What are breakdowns? Breakdowns are quite hidden in the Ads Manager. If you don't really know they're there, you may have missed them. This is something we use a ton for optimization with our coaching clients. It is a great tool in the Ads Manager. Final question in the 600 round. Next up, technical setup. The act of taking multiple of the same actions and only keeping the one with the most info so it's not over-reported. What is deduplication? Yeah, that technical setup category is very difficult. Hopefully you got that one. Here we go, moving on to the 800-point round, starting with Facebook acronyms. Acronyms commonly used to describe the different stages of your advertising funnel. This is TOF, MOF, and BOF, sometimes also seen as TOFU, MOFU, and BOFU. Moving now to campaign structures for 800. A purchase campaign can use these two performance goals. I feel like this is one of those settings that you don't really touch very often when launching a new campaign unless you're super advanced. What is maximize number of conversions and maximize value of conversions? Here's advertising strategies for 800. This is the best place on your website to drive traffic for e-commerce. Question here, what is the product page? Fourth clue in the 800-point round comes to you from general knowledge. This type of ad creative typically has the highest CPMs. What is video? And the last clue before moving to the 1,000-point round coming from technical setup. And of course, it is double jeopardy. So feel free to wager as many points as you want based on your confidence in the technical setup category. I'll give you a bit of time to decide, and while you're deciding, if you are enjoying this video, please consider subscribing. All right, have your wager? Here's the clue for technical setup. Inside your pixel settings, inside data sources, you'll find events such as page view, purchase, and add to cart. These events are graded on a scale from 1 to 10. This is the name of that metric. What is event match quality? How'd you do? Did you double your money or did you lose it all? I'm really excited to see everyone's score at the end of this video down in the comments, but it is now time to move to the hardest round of the game, the 1,000-point round. Get ready, because here comes clue 1 from Facebook acronyms. This is what the C in CAPI stands for. What is conversion? Stands for Conversion API. Here's the second clue in the 1,000-point round coming from the campaign structures category. Meta recommends eliminating delivery restrictions for this reason. This one's a little vague, it's a little subjective here. What is relying on AI targeting to efficiently find customers? If you felt like you were close to that answer, feel free to give yourself the points. I'm not going to come to your house and check your paperwork on how many points you got, but that one was a little tricky. So moving on now to advertising strategies for 1,000 points. This is the most widely recommended way to scale an advertising budget. What is minor percentage increases? Now, you could say daily, you could say every other day percentage increases, something like that. All of that I would take for the 1,000-point question. Next up, though, general knowledge. Meta advertising has these 4 major placement platforms. If you use Advantage Plus placements, which most of us do, this one might be a little bit tricky for you, but what is Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger? And the last clue before Final Jeopardy comes from the dreaded technical setup category. You can integrate your store or email tool to build these lists inside of Facebook. What is a custom audience? And we finally made it. The first 25 questions done, but it all comes down to this: Final Jeopardy. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you the category of the final question, then give you a few seconds to make your wager. This could be the question that ultimately decides how well you know Facebook advertising. Ready for the category? Here it is, Advantage Plus. Now, don't get this confused with Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. This is just Advantage Plus in general. So it could encompass a lot inside the Meta Ads Manager. So set your wager based on your knowledge of the category, Advantage Plus. All right, have your wager. Hopefully you do, because here's your clue. Meta uses the term Advantage Plus to describe AI-enhanced features based on what is most likely to do well. Name 5 settings inside the campaign setup that use the Advantage or Advantage Plus name. I'll give you a few seconds. Here they are. Hopefully you got at least 5 of them. It is Advantage Plus Catalog Ads, Advantage Campaign Budget, Advantage Plus Audiences, Advantage Plus Placements, Advantage Plus Creative, Advantage Plus Shopping Campaign, and of course the brand new one, Advantage Plus Sales Campaign. So there you have it. Hopefully you're walking away with some points. Don't forget, drop in the comments how many points you have and let me know what was your favorite category. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It lets us know that you like this content and it will encourage us to make more of it.